I thought after João retired that he really deserved something for him, just to show how much we appreciate his work and how much our work is based and related to his work. And I had this idea of organizing the book and inviting people who have been working with him or with Teletandem for over 20 years. And there was a call at UNESP to people, professors and students or former students, former graduate students, to that they would support the publication of books. And I invited Maísa and Michele, because they are João's former supervisees. And it was a pleasure to work with you guys. I thought it was a great experience, and it was a great experience working with the authors that contributed with us with very important publications and cases of implementation, Teletandem implementation. It's been great, and it's there. I think that you all have access to it, and I can just thank you for the partnership, and thank you the authors who are here and who are not here. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Solange. I would like to greet you all for being here and staying here. I know you all of you are tired because it's the second day of this event. And I would like to thank you, Solange, for inviting us to take part in this project. And it has been such an honor for me as a former advisee of João's to take part in this project. And I would like to say that all of you, all of the authors, have contributed in such a great and collaborative way. And I would like to thank Ludmila Belotti Andreu Funo for the cover art of the book. And she's really inspiring. Thank you, Ludi. I don't know if you're watching us. She's an artist, and she has also been a Teletandem mediator, and she's still a Teletandem mediator here. She works with us. She has been working with us. And she has also a chapter here in this book. And I think the book actually represents all the collaborative work and the union that we have as a group, as a research group. And I think the chapters actually represent different moments of Teletandem. We have, for example, experience reports, from, for example, of Douglas Consolo, who was one of the professor who started the project. And we also have contemporary research papers here. And for me, it's such an honor to be here. Since I was just talking to Kyle, because we had the first IMFLIT edition in Miami, and I'm very honored to take part in this project to help Leila implement Teletandem in Miami when I was a Fulbright scholar. And I think, for me, I would like to thank you all for fulfilling the short deadlines that we had. We were just collaborating together, collaborating for this project to happen. And thank you, Solange, for gathering all the efforts for this publication, which I think is part of the Teletandem history. And I hope João likes it and he feels that he represents a lot to all of us. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And we will continue this project together. Thank you.
Something that I forgot. There are some authors here, and we would like to apologize for any inconvenience. because I know that some of the feedbacks were very fast, and we asked for very fast responses, and people had other things to do. So thank you very much, and sorry for any inconvenience.
That's what I wanted to say from the author perspective. We really had to rush. No, that's okay. But do you know, when we have long deadlines, then we also just finish the things like 2 days before the deadline, so it was okay.
So, as Solange and Maísa have already said, we are very happy for the result of this collaborative work. When Solange invited me, we had a very short time to put all the chapters together and to invite people. So we're extremely happy with the result. I see some people admiring the cover because it's really beautiful. I was going to thank Ludmila, but Maísa has already mentioned her work. So I'll just comment a little about the title. So, Línguas Estrangeiras para Todos, Teletandem do Centro para o Mundo. So this title is very important because this part, Teletandem from the center to the world, it shows that for João, the center of the world is here, Unesp, Assis. Okay?
He always says this, always, like, Assis is the center of the world.
Exactly. And this is important because sometimes we think that learning a foreign language in the countryside or in a small city, it won't take you anywhere, or, you know, being a teacher, teaching languages. And João always emphasized and encouraged us as teachers, as learners, to value the place where we come from. Yeah, so I come from Tupã, a very small city in the state of São Paulo, but for João, this was never, you know, a limitation. It was just the beginning. So that's why he saw the potential here of starting a project as big as Teletandem is now. So when it started in 2006, we had a lot of work to start the first interactions, to make people understand and learn about the concept, like Teletandem, what is this? Yeah, and when we had the language lab here in the campus, it was totally new because we had computers, but they were used for Teletandem, so we had to teach people what Teletandem was, what Teletandem is, and nowadays we don't need to do this anymore. Everybody knows Teletandem is present in important dictionaries and publications. So the book brings this this important value to the place where Teletandem started. So I'm really happy with the result. I thank all the authors, and I hope that you who are going to read the book enjoy the readings and share with us your perspectives, and I hope that it helps you in your research and practices. Okay, thank you.
So that's
Yeah,
so then I will close your part by thank
you very much.
saying thank you
to
for you three.
authors. Thank you, Ludmila, if Ludmila is online. And that's it.
So
And thank you, João, for bringing us all together.
Yeah, so thank you for this opportunity for us to publish one more work. Okay, so I wanted to make also a book launch. Now you can switch the slide. Yeah, but it's not ready yet. It's still with the editor, with the publisher. And I hope that this month or the next, it will be, you will have access to it. It will be an ebook. So, this will be for easy access for everyone. And the subject is not exactly with Teletandem, but we have some Teletandem also in the book. It's called Apoio à Aprendizagem de Línguas, Fundamentos e Práticas de Mediação, Aconselhamento e Consultoria. I organized this book with a colleague of mine, a Brazilian who's now living in Germany. She also worked a lot with German as foreign language, Portuguese as foreign language, so we are connected in this part. And we work together in Germany and also here in Brazil with this concept of mediation, counseling, language learning, language advising. And this concept is very popular in Europe, in the United States, even in Japan, for example. And it is very much linked to autonomous learning. So when you have a lot of autonomous learning projects, usually you have something with mediation, counseling, or advising. And yeah, since my undergraduate studies, I really loved this subject, this area, and I had it a little bit in my master's thesis, and then I also had the dissertation about this subject. And in the Tandem project, we call it mediation. And but in Brazil, there are still only small projects that have mediation or counseling. There are some projects in Pará and in Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo, but they are very small. And in general, this subject like counseling, advising, and language learning is not very much known. It's not so much known. And then Gabriela and I, we wanted to make something like a first book in Brazil to talk a little bit more about this concept, about the theories behind. And so the first part of the book is kind of a wrap-up of theories, like Vygotsky, of course, and Carl Rogers, who is a psychologist, American psychologist, who made a lot of works about counseling. And the second part of the book is like a little bit as your book as well. Like we invited people from Germany, from Japan, from several countries to contribute with a text, with a chapter, just talking about the counseling in their university or in their country, and so and this book actually started already 5 years ago, but finally it's with the publisher. It really took a long time. We had a pandemic.
See, you should have pressured your authors.
No, the authors are waiting for the publication like 100 years, and my part wasn't ready. But it's like, we're moms and science, and we have small kids, and we had a pandemic, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. It takes a little bit longer, but it's nearly ready. So soon you can have it. I didn't put any QR code because there's nothing, but if you're interested in the book, it's Portuguese and English. It's a bilingual book. If you're interested, you can send me an email and say, please tell me when there is the link, and then I can send it to you. So that's it. And maybe, in July and August, we have another event with language. Maybe I can have the official book launch on that date. Who knows? Thank you.
Thank you all for staying, and see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the night, sleep tight. Thank you.